All right, welcome to this bonus episode of Books, Beards, Booze. We have a special treat for you, maybe. We're kind of winging it here. It's the day of Bob's birthday, my birthday, and we're here with Superfan Tonya, who she's going to ask me and Derek questions that we don't know the questions, and apparently if we get them wrong, we have to take shots. Or something.
That's the general gist of it, as far as I understand it.
I mean, it's fairly arbitrary. So
yeah, I have dubbed her game mistress, honorary judge of all things subjective and asinine.
Subjective.
So,
that's the key.
That was why it was
totally subjective.
100% why I put it in the name.
I want you to remember that this was your idea.
Oh, you suck. I mean, you're super intelligent and a classy lady.
Oh, yes, please flatter me more. It's so great.
And your cats are just the best cats of all the cats.
Oh, they're so fat and fluffy.
Yeah, they're great.
Oh, they're the best. They're the best. Okay. That might save you from one, but there are more. There are more questions.
All right. Let's dive right in here before
this train wreck.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have drunk stories where things have gone tragically awry. Your puke in the tub story.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite thing you've done when you're too drunk. That you've been too drunk. It's the best thing you've done.
Jumped naked in a lake.
Which lake?
A lake that they filmed Friday the 13th Part 6. It was at a wedding.
Nice.
So I wasn't the only one, but I was the first. I was the trendsetter. I jumped naked in the lake first. So if I ever have kids, I'm going to show them that movie and be like, your old man's been naked in that lake.
Bet.
So.
This is a tough one. I'm going to go with saying Dancing Queen at a strip club. That's the best I got.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty.
But I feel like there's more to that story.
There is more to that story, but you know the rest of that story, and we're just gonna...
Are you gonna tell the rest of the story?
Do I have to win? Okay.
You can take a shot and forfeit.
I was very drunk.
Wait. Let's make it clear the context of this strip club trip was, in fact, my divorce party.
From Superfan Tonya.
So that is a thing.
Oh, it's good times.
So we were drunk before we went to the... well, let me rephrase that. I was drunk before we even... They had to get me drunk to agree to go to the strip club.
No.
For firsts.
Shocked.
Then, when I went, they had, like, super cheap pitchers, like $7 pitchers of Coors Light. And
pro tip: strip clubs always have good drink specials.
So we go in, start drinking. They start playing Dancing Queen, and I'm just singing along. And
it's ABBA. Why wouldn't you?
Well, apparently I'm not allowed to do this. And on the way up there, a conversation had come up about one's endowment, and
so not the National Endowment of the Arts. That's
no.
Not what we're talking about.
Well,
here.
I mean, it's artistic, but I mean,
moving on.
Derek Hung.
I was going to say Bob's description of it is filled with artistic license.
He is.
Yeah.
We'll save that for all.
Anyways, but so I get there, I start singing it. Someone, I think it was Shay, gives me shit for singing Dancing Queen, and I smack the bar and say, "Well, apparently I got the biggest dick in here, so I'll do whatever the fuck I want."
There you go.
There.
Well done.
Mm-hmm.
Bob, down it. These are arbitrary friends. Oh, okay. So what did
This is Jim Beam Apple.
Jim Beam. Ew.
I like to get something completely different from what I'm going to drink, like to start out with.
Was it good though?
Jim Beam Apple? Yeah. You want to try a little bit?
I mean, yeah.
It's not bad.
Jim Beam.
Yeah. Jim Beam's probably my favorite.
Oh, it is appley.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's real nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like Bob said, I don't know I could drink a lot of it, but
a couple minis to start out with, yeah.
Yeah. But more than that, I don't know if I could.
I got so much time for that.
I got so much time.
Okay. So, gentlemen, when did you first start growing your beards? Maybe not your current incarnate of your beard, but yes, your current now beard, but then like your pubescent little boy beards.
I quit shaving 3 days before high school graduation, and I've not been fully clean shaven since.
Fair.
I quit shaving can't remember the month, but it was 2008.
A year later, take a drink.
Yeah, mine was 2003.
Yep.
So.
I think I haven't fully shaved since then. I think you have once.
No, I've not been clean shaven. I shaved my chin one time to try and do some handlebars.
I don't think at any point have I ever
some
seen
handlebars.
You were gone for a decade.
I died.
Yeah, she died for a decade.
Okay. Best Saturday morning cartoon.
Cowboys at Moo Mesa.
Ooh, friend, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm still going with Silverhawks. I don't remember if it was on Saturday mornings, but I love that show. So
you're gonna have to drink to that.
I don't care. It was either that or Digimon, and I was like,
ooh, that might have saved you. But no, you've already locked in your answer. Fucking no.
Was Silverhawks? Was that the CGI kind of CGI about the guys on the jet bikes?
No.
Okay,
never
mind. Lost interest.
No. We'll show you the
Biker Mice from Mars.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that was a good one too.
No, it was good.
SWAT Cats. That's what it was.
Oh, SWAT Cats. But like
I don't
all
know
the ones
that
we're
was
listing
on
only ran for like a season or two. Like
Darkwing Duck was real good. Was that a Saturday morning?
That wasn't a Saturday morning. I don't
Tips were
think.
good though.
And it was fantastic.
Okay, so
and his initials were DW, which is my initials, so it was awesome.
Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
There you go, friend. Okay, so would you rather?
Can we slow down and talk a bit more about this stuff so that we don't drink half of this whiskey?
My intention is to get you boys.
You're the worst.
I'm the best. This was your idea. I mean, we can keep talking about Saturday morning cartoons.
Nah.
Recess and Pepper Ann, a little late for like our age, but still real good. I had a younger brother.
Can we just take a moment to talk about Paw Patrol?
What?
You and that Paw Patrol.
What are you babbling about?
Paw Patrol is this apparently it's like the most popular kids show right now or something like that.
Oh no.
It's real popular, and I caught
like 5 whole minutes. That's all. That's like all.
No,
it was.
I got like a whole episode. On the Michigan trip, we got a couple hotel rooms, and I got to see half of one episode in one hotel, and the next hotel I got to see a full episode, and part of the next.
So that came after SpongeBob both times.
Yeah.
See, I watched the SpongeBob like
it came on after SpongeBob.
I've never actually watched that.
SpongeBob's good too.
SpongeBob's
anyway, so Paw Patrol is a little saccharine sweet, perhaps, but I just by sheer coincidence, I found a news article where people were talking about Paw Patrol and how there's a bunch of conspiracy theories about it, that it's like libertarian propaganda and stuff like that. So it was pretty great. So
where was this art? Was it an article?
Yeah, it was like a news article.
Published where?
On the internet.
Yeah, it was. It was a reputable news site.
That's why I want to know which one.
But I don't remember which. Because I was reading an article, something about Trump, and at the bottom it was like that. So, Yep.
It's weird how the internet just knows the things in your head.
Yeah.
Like, it just knew that you
watched
Paw Patrol.
It'd be one thing if I had done a search for Paw Patrol at some point.
You probably talked around your phone, and then they were like, "Oh, well, we hear everything you say, so that's just
they're always listening."
Yeah.
That's super not terrifying at all.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, so Paw Patrol, libertarian propaganda.
Says the person within a room with an Alexa.
Hey, don't say her name. She's listening. Do you see her lights turn on?
No, but she's gonna listen anyways.
Yeah. I mean, she's always listening.
Yeah, I know she is.
Always listening. Okay, so would you rather read a book and never remember it, or as soon as you close the cover, you have no recollection of reading the book, or drink and never get drunk? Any book that you read, you would enjoy it at the time.
It.
I didn't change it. I'm clarifying.
Okay.
So any book that you read, as soon as you close the cover, you forget the book, but you can enjoy it at the time, or drink and never get drunk.
Question: do I remember it until I finish the book?
No, when you put the book down, even if you're not while you're actively reading, you can remember the book, but as soon as you're done actively reading, that is all.
So if I read 3 chapters and close the book, I don't remember the 3 chapters when I go back to finish reading it?
I'm going to go drink and never get... Wait. No, say it again.
Okay, so you're reading a book. While you're reading the book, you can remember the book.
Yeah.
But when you're not reading, you don't remember the book.
I'm going to choose to drink and never get drunk.
Okay.
Arguments could be made that I already do the first one.
I would make that argument.
That is fair. That is fair.
That is a thing that we argue about.
Yeah. But, no, I would... Because, I do like to drink, but I don't get drunk all the time. So
Question: is there like a point to which drunkenness has now counted, or does it have no effect on me at all?
I mean, you can drink for the flavor.
That's it? Like no relaxation at all?
You can read for the pleasure of reading, but you don't get the satisfaction of remembering the story. Or you can drink for the flavor, but don't get the satisfaction of a buzz.
Both of those are awful.
Oh, they're terrible.
Yeah, I'm going to go the drinking one.
See, I almost would have said the reading one, because then I could just keep rereading Name of the Wind over and over and not remember it.
No, you would remember. When you open the book, you would remember.
Oh, so I could, like, read a couple pages and then open
come
it back
back
up.
and yeah, but you could never talk about the book because you're not going to remember it outside of staring at the pages.
I guess I'll go with the drinking then. Because I'll go with the drinking.
Oh, I'm so proud of you both. Take a drink, both of you.
That's how this works?
Arbitrary. Arbitrary. Subjective and arbitrary. Are both of your little things here to drink the same Jimmy apple?
Yep.
Okay. So, you guys have talked a lot about books that you've read. What's a guilty pleasure book that maybe you're not the most proud to say that you've read?
Does it have to be a book, or can it be just anything I've read?
I got mine.
I mean, you can use book loosely.
Okay. There is a slice of life manga that I read.
I am not surprised.
That I read a while ago and really enjoyed, and then forgot it existed and never finished it, and just started it again last night.
Yes.
Can't remember how to say it, but it's Horimiya, so Horimiya or something like that. It's pretty great.
You guys are really good about pronouncing things, so that's gonna fit right with everything else.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for the finger. It's classy. Double drink.
I don't think that's how that works.
Oh, that's exactly how it works. What's yours?
I actually actively enjoyed the last half of the fourth Twilight book.
Wow.
Because at that point it quits being romance and it's like political intrigue and vampire fights.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, that's not surprising then.
That's right up your alley.
Well, but if you say like,
but
like
he read all of the other
yeah,
books.
I read
to the last half.
I read all.
One.
I read all.
Well aware
Twilight.
that he did it to talk to girls.
Oh, you're aware.
Yeah, I'm aware.
You're aware.
I'm
aware.
I'm aware.
You're aware.
Okay. Well,
real talk.
You get to. We're not to real talk yet. I have a feeling that you're gonna get stuck in a real talk loop. Favorite TV show to binge? I know they.
Letterkenny.
Bob. Yeah. Yeah.
Letterkenny. Forever Letterkenny.
For those of you who haven't watched Letterkenny, you should figure out how to internet and watch that. I just had some all-dressed chips. They're the best.
This is tough.
Is it though?
Yeah.
There's a correct answer.
The Office.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the correct answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Office. Yeah.
Yes. There you go.
Okay. It's still Letterkenny.
No.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Now I have to think.
How did you not know the answer?
No, I mean, they're both real good.
Yeah,
but
the
I
Office is better.
would say the Letterkenny isn't really bingeable. There's only, 3 seasons.
18 episodes. Plus
I
the
mean,
bonus
they're
episodes.
getting close to the 26 episode cutoff, and then we're just going to be done.
Yeah,
no, that's only Friends.
Oh, that's some nonsense.
Okay.
Yeah, that's only Friends.
Absolute nonsense.
You can drink on that.
The difference is
Don't even try and save
Letterkenny is more or less standalone episodes, like
well, so's
self-contained
The
plots.
Office.
Well, no, that's why I'm okay with The Office being more than 26 episodes. Anime, though, it's one coherent story. If you can't tell the story in 26 episodes, get the fuck out.
No, you can.
But I mean, you have to have 3 episodes of Goku powering up and
we are not
getting the energy for the spirit bomb.
No, we are not referencing Dragon Ball Z in this. He won't even accept Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which is arguably the greatest anime of all time.
Inuyasha, Kagome, just
there's a lot of fluff in that. We don't want to go with that one either. There is no wasted space in Full Metal Alchemy Brotherhood.
The only
point.
Anime I've watched longer than 26 episodes was the first Full Metal
Alchemist. Yeah. And Brotherhood significantly better.
Could have told that in 26 episodes.
No, you couldn't have. Not well. Well, actually, you probably could have. They go back and kind of do the same thing in Brotherhood in the first 13 episodes, and then they catch back up with the manga and go on for the next 45 or 50 or something.
So, what book should you have read by now but haven't, and why haven't you read it?
I mean, I'm going to lose or win. I don't really know how you're going to judge this one, but it's definitely Lord of the Rings.
It's definitely Lord of the Rings.
It's
I thought of you when I wrote this question.
It's got
also for him, Dune.
Oh, I can't judge on that because it's in my audio.
Yeah,
books.
as great as Dune is, it's still Lord of the Rings.
It's the greatest sci-fi. It's the
cool.
pinnacle
But
of the
when you
genre
look at Derek, do you go sci-fi or do you go fantasy?
Deathstalker.
So
you love sci-fi.
I like the idea of sci-fi, but I've only found a handful of good sci-fis that I've actually enjoyed.
Well, maybe you should read Dune and then you could add that to your
I've
list.
started Dune and then they got lost in the fucking desert, and I was like, I'm done.
Well, you have to eat
I know. I stopped right before it got really good.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like that's a thing for you.
Well, this was the same time period. Was back when I was in high school.
Okay, well, you're a grown man now.
Yes, well, I've got a lot of shit to read now.
Stop rereading the same books, Derek.
I'm not rereading the same books, and it's on the to-be read list. Kill me.
I honestly can't think of one. I mean, for real, like nothing that's like
criminal that you haven't read.
Criminal that I haven't read. Like yeah, I mean, nothing comes for real. Nothing comes to mind.
Then you get to drink.
Oh.
Mr. Uppity, I've read all the books.
I mean, how would you know? Because you would have read it and then
forgotten about it. It's true.
True.
It's true. It's true.
True.
Best drunk food.
Best drunk food?
Yeah.
Talk about
while drunk or morning after. Trick question. It's Waffle House.
Drunk food.
Both. Waffle House.
From where you're at, you can't get Waffle House as drunk food here.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Well, I can't get anything as drunk food here. I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
But
them sausages though.
I was gonna say you can cook sausage.
Oh yeah.
About it.
Oh yeah. No. If I'm drunk, I'm cooking sausage.
Yeah.
But like
drunk food.
Waffle House.
Yeah.
Waffle House and Taco Bell are the same distance. Actually, Waffle House is slightly closer to here. So, got to drive in agreement for both. So,
I'm gonna give you the point for Waffle House. Derek, down it. I mean, Taco Bell's good and all, but
no. I just haven't been to Waffle House in years. Otherwise, I would have picked up Waffle House. Because as soon as he said it, I was like, yeah.
Yeah. It soaks it up so much.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna go and sit in there the whole goddamn time and around people.
You don't have to though. You can get it to go.
That's awkward. I would have to get out of my car.
No, but if you don't go in and sit, then you don't get to listen to the waitress be mad at the cook because some other lady called in and she's having to work a double. But that's part of the magic.
That's what happened to us last night.
That is not the magic.
Oh my gosh! And then there's some kids who went to like their prom.
A guy went to prom in a fedora.
Oh, but that was not a fedora. That was like
a trilby. It was a trilby.
Giant hat.
It was a trilby.
It was an
Abraham
sombrero. Lincoln hat.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It was not a top hat.
It was, and he had on.
Tells the story.
He had on like a 7-piece suit, and there were flowers everywhere. He had a corsage and a flower in his hat, and the girl across from him was wearing a tracksuit. It was glorious.
She is accurate on that.
Yeah, I'm assuming she changed clothes, but hey, maybe not. Okay, so an author that you would never read again if it meant that everyone else on the planet would read their books.
Bob. I win.
Oh, that's so kind of you.
Good choice. Good choice.
I didn't say buy their books, though.
Well,
that's the only way you... No.
True.
I didn't think about this. This would be self-serving, because then I could just be like, hey, just like employ me, so I don't have to work anymore.
Yeah.
You get all that money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to steal his answer.
I would not read my own books.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I try not to read my own books. That means I'm editing. And fuck that.
We need to do that.
I know. Glenn Cook, I think, because he's probably my favorite author.
Yeah.
And he gets a fair bit of respect, but I don't know.
I feel
no. Michael Stackpole. I would.
I'm reading a book by him right now.
I know you are.
Everyone who hears this should be.
You ought to be doing the read along.
Yeah.
First 4 chapters. Hello.
Yep. By Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
This won't be coming out for
a whole while.
It might come out Tuesday. I might upload this on Tuesday.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah.
You're gonna keep your Bob answer? Yeah. Oh, you get the points for because that's awful.
It's the right answer.
Yeah. You gotta drink. You gotta drink to Derek on that, man.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even hesitate.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was this the last question?
Worst hangover story. And you can use worst in whatever way you want, whether it was your worst hangover or
best.
Everything went tragic.
So.
Oh, so you mean like best as in I should have been hungover and I was kind of hungover, but I managed to get some good food, get something nice to drink, and go back to sleep?
Dragon Con.
If that's how you want to spend your points.
No, that's not how I want to
Dragon Con, like 3 years ago. Got tragically drunk. Woke up, like, got separated from everybody, like, was lucky I found my hotel room.
Nice.
Kind of drunk. And, there's actually 2 stories that start that same way at Dragon Con. One that involves me buying a bunch of fake Xanax off a homeless guy.
I'm low-key kind of worried about going to Dragon Con this year. Not gonna lie, like, I've heard the stories. I'm like, what have I gotten myself into?
It's the party convention. It's great. But no, just
I'm gonna die.
Stay with the group. Just stay with the group. Anyway, so I basically blacked out. I came to in a 16th floor open air 24-hour balcony pool at 3 o'clock in the morning, explaining the virtues of low carb dieting to a couple in the pool who didn't give a fuck.
They were probably trying to get it on, and you're just cramping their style. 3 o'clock in the morning in a pool, yeah.
Yeah, they were totally going to hear all about low carb dieting, though. Ketogenic diets. Blackout again. Wake up in the room. Go throw up. Go back to sleep. Wake up. Have just top 5 hangovers of my life. And the whole
at no point have you vomited, so this doesn't count as
because I've learned. I've kind of learned, like, over the years. I've kind of learned, like, if I feel like I'm going to be sick, I throw up a bunch before I go to bed, so I won't be hungover the next day.
Wait, you can make yourself?
Oh yeah, I could throw up right now.
What?
Yeah, I can. I don't even have to throw up my finger. Like, I can just sit here and go like that a couple times and make myself throw up.
That's like some bird shit.
Yeah, it's
not some bird shit. That's some. You have a.
Like bulimia. Yeah, no, like I don't, but it's just a thing I can do. Anyway, so come to
stupid human tricks.
Come to the next morning, throw up a little bit more, and they have a parade every year at Dragon Con.
Yes. And
we could watch the parade from that same balcony pool.
Mm-hmm.
So we went up there, and like the hot sun was hitting me.
Oh no.
And I kept having to sprint right inside the pool area, like to where like the washroom was, and throw up. I probably threw up, I would say probably 10, 12 times that morning.
Over the balcony onto the parade.
No, you can't. You could, like, it had like a glass.
Oh.
Like I had to get a ladder to puke. But yeah, no, it was fucking tragic.
Oh, friend.
Yeah.
He's definitely gonna win this one because mine's not that bad.
And like the number 2 would be any of the probably 30 times I've been so drunk and pukey that I puke blood. So, yeah.
I don't... Derek? I'm just going to turn to the other side here.
So I
leave him in your care.
I wasn't there for this. I was like, no, this is dumb. Terrible idea. I wouldn't have been there.
What did you do?
I left him to his own devices.
That's
this
is
what happened.
That was a horrible decision.
Yeah, well, he's growed. He'd be all right, or not. And
or
then
not.
he's free to make that choice.
Missing a knuckle, lots of broken bones.
He dumb. I don't know what to tell you. So my worst was actually after the Dancing Queen night. Got super drunk.
Directly
Oh yeah,
after?
it was the next day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Next day, first of all, the drive home, I just passed out and was barely held up by my seatbelt and was just hanging limply there like I was dead. Then
another of our friends passed out with his head out the window.
Yeah.
And Shay was our driver, and you know how bad his directional sense was?
Yeah.
He pulled up in Bain Suburban at the gate to Fort Rucker before we realized he'd gone the wrong way. And I was that kind of chatty drunk where you can't shut me up. And I was sitting behind him, just like leaned over the seat, just the whole fucking time. When we got back to his house, he just like looked over, was like, "Bane, are you good?" And Bane woke up and said, "Yeah, man, I'm good." and just threw the keys at him and just stormed inside. He was done with my ass.
And then Bane
I know those feels.
climbed over the console.
Bane climbed over the console, got behind the wheel. I don't realize how drunk he is. We went like 2 miles up the road to Waffle House.
Well, point of fact, after that, Lindsay came out and helped me out of the car to go to my room because I was still living with them, so I was not there for this.
We got to Waffle House, and by this point, I've pretty much sobered up, and Bane like looks at me and says, "How did we get to Waffle House?" Like, "Oh, okay, killer, give me them keys." So yeah, that was real dumb.
Yes.
I was super drunk.
Kids don't drink and drive.
Yeah, don't do that.
Real dumb. That was many years ago.
Yeah. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
That was
many years ago.
That was a decade ago.
Yeah. And then,
does it feel old now? It's your birthday. You can say
I'm still young.
No, he's old as hell.
Multiple decades ago.
But I woke up, hung over to hell and back, couldn't find my phone, which was bad because I was in the middle of an argument at the time with someone that I would have liked to been able to finish the argument.
Okay.
Also had to be at a wedding.
Had to be at a wedding in Panama City in like 12 hours. Couldn't get a hold of my ride because I didn't have my phone. The only person that I knew that had phone number to said person was someone that I had disowned who was working with said girl that I was having super heated argument with. So I had
layers of drama.
So I had to
fucking bitches.
So I had to drive up to work to there and discuss that, but I was hungover and feeling terrible and was not in any mood.
So you were more emotionally hungover than actually hungover?
No, I was wishing I was dead and got there and yelled at person I had disowned to come here now. Apparently much more angry than I felt because of how bad I felt, and he thought I was about to kick his ass in the middle of the store.
I mean, you're like 6'7".
I'm not that tall.
Well, I'm 6 foot.
Yeah.
And you tower over me.
So you're 6... Damon's never going to hear this, but you're 6 foot. I'm 6'1". You're 6'4".
You're not 6'1".
Yeah, I'm an inch taller than you.
Y'all can't see the eyes that I'm cutting him right now, but... No. You're not.
I'm taller
than taller than you?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes. How tall do you think I am?
I don't know. Not as tall as me, bitch.
No, I am an inch taller than you.
We're
going to end this podcast, and I'm going to people's elbow her.
Okay.
I love it.
Don't people elbow. Do the bionic elbow. That's much more fun.
If you've never been a tall female, guys are all about, like, I'm taller than you, bitch.
I don't care.
Bitch. You actually legitimately are taller than me, bitch.
But...
I got this melon. I got this melon head.
So
it's got a lot of height to it.
I call over
fucking Megamind,
the friend who thinks I'm going to attack him. Demand he gives me the phone number. Write down the phone number.
Were his initials HS?
Yes. Demand he gives me the phone number. He gives me the phone number. I write it down. Call my ride, which is Zach Rose.
Oh yeah, okay.
Call him from work.
Yes.
Because I didn't have a phone. Called him and was like, "Hey, lost my phone. Where are we meeting? Okay, cool. Meet me back at my place. This is time."
Old school. Meet people.
Hung up. Called my mom and was like, "Hey, I lost my phone. I'm about to head to Florida. When I get back, I want a new phone. So make that happen."
Chop chop.
Yeah, and she was like, "Well, can you not find your phone?" I was like, "I'm done with this. Just buy me you have access to my bank account. I have plenty of money. Buy the phone. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Fix this."
Yeah,
hey, guess what?
What?
Phone was behind his bed the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, it literally...
It fell down the crack of his bed.
Yeah, that was it. I was so hungover I couldn't find it. It was literally between...
Did it never occur to you to call your own phone?
It was dead.
Yeah.
I had already tried that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were one of those guys who just keeps their phone on silent all the time. Like, I can't find my phone.
No.
Silent.
But I do leave it on vibrate, but even vibrate I'd be able to hear it.
Right.
But anyway, so that all happens. Finally get in the car. Have to ride to PC with Zach, who is a very upbeat and fun fella who wants to talk the whole time and listen to really loud, really hard music.
Oh, that's the best music.
And, well, not when you're hungover.
He's a hardcore kid.
Yeah, yeah. And then we get to Panama City, still hungover. He decides, this was back in the peak of rickrolling, that we're going to...
Best song, by the way.
I didn't say it wasn't.
It's a great song. He actually has a lot of really good songs.
But we went up and down the road rickrolling people in Panama City. And then we finally got to where we were supposed to be going, and then various shenanigans happened that ended up with me.
There's one shenanigan I would love to say, but we can't say it on the air.
We're not talking about that.
We're not going to talk about that one on the air.
No. I may have accidentally done a thing, and it may have made some awkward situations later when I was drinking.
Oh, you'll fill me in on that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I will if he won't.
And...
So. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
And
airing everybody's dirty laundry.
Yeah, super hungover. And then that night, the next night, I had to go to another strip club.
Oh, this just sounds like a tragedy.
I don't...
But glorious.
I don't like going...
Except it's bookends by strip clubs, so it can't be a tragedy.
No, if you're...
on both sides, friend.
Look, I like naked women as much as the next guy, but I'm not spending that much... I spent so much money in that one weekend because of the phone and both of those trips.
Yeah, but you could have just saved that phone money and spent it as teddy money. You done fucked up, AA Ron.
Look, okay, whatever. I lose. I'm just saying, this was... Because it never went away. I was just hungover the entire time. Then I spent the entire weekend...
13 years later,
without my freaking phone at a time when I was the most addicted to my phone I've ever been and needed to be talking to someone to explain... I ain't got much left. I'll just finish it. I'll just finish it.
Finish it.
All right. Last one.
Okay.
Oh, that wasn't the last one. Okay.
Favorite thing you've done as of late?
Favorite thing I've done as of late?
This is pandering.
No, this is current events.
Pandering.
This is a get to know ya. And maybe it's a softball question.
Yeah, it's pandering. Bob's going to win.
I'm not a journalist. I'm not a critic. Criticize the fuck out of y'all.
I'm going to say Michigan road trip.
Yeah, see, pandering.
Oh, I was there.
Yeah, I know. Pandering.
Oh, I know the things that were not so fun on that trip.
True. There were some moments where it was, oh damn, why did I book a campground in Michigan?
When it's 23 and raining.
That sounds like a Bob plan.
Having to put up a tent in the rain.
He didn't know it was going to be cold until like the week before. I'm like, hey, it's going to be cold. He's like, but it's May.
But it's the
It's
north.
Canada. It's Michigan.
But it was bullshit though, because it was like until we got to Michigan, it was like perfect weather, and like the moment we crossed into Michigan, the temperature dropped like 35 degrees.
We don't give a damn for the whole state of Michigan.
Shut the fuck up, Ohio State Buckeye. Oh God.
Shut up.
Fuck.
I don't know. I don't do fun things.
You're here.
Yeah. Well, thanks for ruining my next statement.
Oh, you're in my presence.
Yeah, I'm not pandering that hard.
Well, you were trying.
I was going to.
A lot earlier.
Until you ruined my joke. I was going to be like, well, I'm here, yay.
Bob drinks. That transformative Silver Lake experience.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Let's just say it involved the most puking I've ever done that didn't involve alcohol.
Oh.
That's a story for another time.
I low-key kind of felt bad for you.
Ugh.
All right, boys.
What's the score?
Oh, I win.
Drunk to drunk.
This game is called I Win.
Low-key buzzed to... Low-key buzzed? Tired of Jim Beam apple. Why did I get two? I should have got a fucking crown.
It was tasty, though.
I should have got one crown apple. That's what I should have done.
Because you felt bad because we didn't go to the JB distillery.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one you should have gone to.
We ran out of time.
Too many 15 minutes here and there.
Yeah, we stopped.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, we stopped 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, and then it just... Okay, well, we've got...
Did you go to a distillery?
We went...
Then you went to the wrong one.
We went back to the Heaven Hill place.
Yeah, went to the wrong one. Yeah.
So...
We went to the gift shop.
Yeah, basically, because we didn't have time. Because, like, it was supposed to be 3 hours from Nashville to Bardstown, which it was, but the third member of our team kind of drug us out a little late on leaving, so we didn't end up leaving Nashville till, like, 10, I think it was.
When were you supposed to leave?
I wanted to be gone by, like, 8.
But that's the day we had to shower at Planet Fitness, and so that slowed down.
But the original plan, though, was we were not going to shower. We were just going to keep a shower at the campground.
No, I didn't want to drive with the boys.
But from Bardstown to the campground was 7 hours.
I demanded showers.
So it was your fault, not Anthony's.
Well, I know Anthony was also demanding. Anyway,
you were overruled.
Yeah. So
it was
I was like, we'll just catch a shower at the campground tonight because this is our biggest driving day. We need to get rolling. and we didn't really, for real, get on the road till 10.
Yeah.
And so that put us like 1:30 in Bardstown, and then it was 7 hours to get to Michigan if we didn't stop anywhere. Yeah, so...
And we stopped everywhere.
And we stopped a bunch.
Yeah.
We stopped at like a Dairy Queen built in like 1952.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Austin, Indiana, I think is what it was.
Whatever.
To all our fans in Indiana, your state's trash. Except for that Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Love y'all.
Zero visual interest.
All right.
Fuck Michigan.
You done?
I mean,
are you done?
Let's go get drunk.
Are you done?
Let's get drunk.
Are we all done here?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the surprise. Surprise! Since you got to judge the game, you now have to match all of our drinks. Go.
Bet, Britt.
Go.
Oh.
Get it out the freezer.
Go.
Get it out the freezer.
Okay, y'all can't
Let's
see this,
go.
but we getting drunk now, so y'all have a good time.
It's our party time. Grow beards.
Go forth and grow a great beard. Toodles. Happy birthday,
Which
me.
one of these you want?
Hennessy.